Hey everybody, how's it going? Good. My name is Chris Drew. I'm the founder and CEO of Parent University. And if you want to, you can download the app now and kind of play with it. We're on iTunes and Android and have the experience. What I'm going to talk about is some of the stuff that you don't see behind the app. So our mission is to empower every parent to be their child's best teacher. Our philosophy, well, before I get to our philosophy, the reason that this is so important is because 90% of brain development happens in the first 5 years of life. And we know that for a lot of families, they're not having an enriched educational experience until they get shipped off to kindergarten. Our president has been talking a lot about access to early childhood education. Our research estimates the number a little bit higher than 70%, but 70% is still nonetheless a pretty damning number for the percentage of folks who do not have access. So the way that we execute on this, the way that we are empowering every parent to be their child's best teacher is by delivering a mobile curriculum to them. We deliver bite-sized activities to their phones that are all age appropriate, they're research-based, and they're proven to have particular outcomes, which I'll talk about in a second. So our philosophy is that small acts performed well, repeatedly and over time, is the foundation for excellence. It's the foundation for positive attitudes, positive habits, and positive behaviors. And so, again, what this looks like, the experience, is that when you sign up, you put in your age. It's a personalized experience. So you receive content that is specific to the age of your child. You decide when you'd like to receive these activities, if you'd like to receive them at all. We originally started off as a text messaging service, and we spent, that was our sort of proof of concept, our alpha version, and we spent a lot of time learning from our early users what is it that would make this a more effective or more enjoyable or more exciting experience. And so one of the things that they talked about was being able to see what are other parents doing, how are they interpreting the activities. And so the social features are important as well. Parents get to earn points and badges based on their accomplishments. So as they complete the activities, they earn the points, the badges, and there'll be different types of awards that they receive. As for our content, so there's 6 core content areas right now. We're actually playing with this a little bit. We want to add a music and do some other things too. But so we say that it's research-based. The National Early Literacy Panel is one of the sources that we use for crafting. It's one of the ways that I've designed the rubric is based on these 11 essential pre-literacy skills. We overlay that with what is developmentally appropriate, and then we say what is the outcome that we're looking for this activity, and we create something fun and unique to do. So in addition to, actually I'll come back to those. This is actually as you guys know, a very exciting conference. There's a lot of investments and cool innovations that are happening in K-12 and higher ed, and a lot of attention is being placed on that. But there's not a whole lot happening in the early childhood space. I've started to, one of the things I've begun saying more frequently is that a lot of these investments that we're making is like investing in cures and solutions to stage 3 education tumors, when we know from literally decades of research how it is that we can prevent these cancers from ever forming, and that is early childhood education. According to Michael Moe and his folks at GSV, they estimate this market to be approximately $70 billion each year in the US, and these are just figures for the US. We have 4 million new children being born each year, and it's a pretty fragmented market. Just looking at the daycare and preschool picture, there's over 800,000 daycare centers, and that includes moms and pops, auntie down the block who's watching a couple of kids. And the average, or the entry-level education for a lot of these caregivers is a high school diploma. So what is it that other than them just being able to make sure that they're fed and cared for and safe, what is it that ensures that the child is being stimulated? How are they being, their brain being developed? bear with me. This is actually the wrong deck for this presentation. So I'll talk a little bit briefly about our revenue model. So on the consumer-facing side, what we're doing is we have a freemium model. It's supported by sponsored content and branded content. And then on the enterprise side, what we're doing is we're in conversations with, well, it's beyond conversations at this point, but we're going to be a credentialing service for some babysitters and nanny services. We also, with some daycares and preschools, are providing some visual learning platforms and portfolios for them for families and preschool and daycare teachers to be able to be in communication with each other. We're also having, well, again, beyond conversation at this point, been a lot of fast movements over the last 2 weeks. Licensing some of our content, and actually in one case I'm not able to talk about yet, but will actually become a curriculum for a string of schools in Africa, actually, randomly. So what are our proof points? Well, we know from some of our partners that we do at least 4 things, if not more, and that is that we build parent confidence, we increase the frequency of learning interactions within the home, we increase the quality of learning interactions within the home, and we improve opportunities for family bonding. Some other proof points, these are some of our early partners, current partners, pilot partners, and some folks that are in the pipeline. And I actually don't have enough room for some of the rest, but these are just some early proof points. And so what does our team look like? Myself, my PhD is in literacy and language studies. I was in the classroom for 10 years. Joby, who is our CTO, came from Orbitz and is a server-side technology and back-end architect. And then the rest, we have some education experts and some other folks who are equally awesome. But that is my time, and if you want to get in touch with me, email and phone number. Thanks.